Would you believe me if I told you you can make yogurt at home? And it's extremely easy to make. It's full of probiotics, vitamin K, vitamin A, vitamin D, and calcium. I love to make my own yogurt at home because not only it tastes 10 times better than at the store, but it's also super convenient and easy. And it has way more live probiotics than at the store, which are super important for gut health. Please don't be intimidated by yogurt makers. I know sometimes when we are not familiar with gadgets, we get scared and we're like, no, that's too much work. Maybe it's a lot of money. Let's be honest, you get scared like a little bitch. But come on, I know you are buying random stuff on Amazon very frequently. So that's not an excuse. And the price is not an excuse either. You can find yogurt makers for $30 and they last a long time. I've had mine, which was I think 35 or something like that, so very cheap, and I've had it for 3 years now. 3 years. 35 bucks for yogurt for 3 years? That's a very good investment. If you don't think that's a good investment, I don't know what is. So let me show you how to make yogurt at home. And I promise, once you try it, you're gonna be in love and you're never gonna look back. I promise. Actually, let's do something. If you make yogurt at home, okay, and you don't like it, you're gonna go back to this video and you're gonna comment down on the comment section and say, Andrea, I didn't like it. Refund me for the 30 bucks or 35, whatever it cost you, okay? But I know you're gonna love it, so okay, pinky promise. Let's go with the tutorial. Let me show you. So why is eating fermented foods like yogurt key for good health? The beneficial bacteria in yogurt helps keep bad bacteria in your gut from taking over. Friendly bacteria also can help with better assimilation of nutrients and easier digestion. An imbalance in gut bacteria can be caused by a number of factors, like taking antibiotics, poor diet, and certain digestive illnesses, and could lead to a cascade of issues. Constipation, diarrhea, mental health disorders, allergies, and eczema are just some of the problems that arise when your gut has too many bad bacteria and not good enough. Consuming enough probiotics through yogurt and other fermented foods helps maintain a healthy and balanced gut bacteria. But wait, how is yogurt made? Manufacturing companies add bacteria to milk. They will be the starter culture that will ferment the milk and make it into yogurt. Lactose is the main sugar in milk, which will be eaten by the bacteria, because bacteria love sugar. During fermentation, the bacteria turn the lactose into lactic acid, which means the lactose content will decrease. So people with lactose intolerance can digest yogurt easily. And since the bacteria eat the natural occurring sugar, yogurt is very low in sugar, being ideal for people with blood sugar and insulin problems. So bacteria start to digest the milk, including the proteins, fats, and vitamins in the milk, helping you digest them easily and being more readily available for better absorption and assimilation. Fermentation takes about 8 hours, and during this time, the mixture is kept at the optimum temperature of 40 degrees Celsius or 100 Fahrenheit, so that the bacteria can work fastest. And as fermentation produces lactic acid, the pH of the milk drops to about pH of 4.4, becoming acidic. This is why natural yogurt has a sharp, tangy taste. as the pH levels drop, the milk solidifies to become yogurt. Solidification happens because the proteins begin to coagulate. Coagulation is when something which is liquid turns into a more solid state. So the first thing we're going to do is add honey to our milk. Remember we said bacteria eat the lactose, meaning the naturally occurring sugar from milk? Thus, the yogurt is left with very little sugar? Well, we're going to take this into our advantage and we're going to add honey to our milk. Our little bacteria will eat the fructose and glucose, aka sugar from honey. This way, we'll end up with a product with almost no sugar left, but still being able to enjoy the amazing honey flavor. Also, we will benefit from the great compounds in honey. It has a mix of amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory and antibacterial agents. Since most of the natural sugar in honey will be eaten by our little bacteria, we can benefit from the properties honey has to offer without elevating blood sugars, because at the end of the day, honey is very high in sugar. And since bacteria will eat the honey, the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, these will double as bacteria will help you absorb and assimilate those nutrients. As for the honey, I really like this high quality raw organic honey. Raw honey has over 30 different polyphenols, 22 amino acids, and a wide variety of vitamins and minerals. Unlike regular honey, raw honey skips the pasteurization or filtration process, resulting in its signature cloudy appearance. In regular honey, the filtration process that gives it that clear, consumer-friendly look and runny drizzle texture also strips the honey of most of the beneficial byproducts, like pollen, antioxidants, and enzymes. So most of the health benefits are found in raw honey. While processed, regular honey tends to simply be used and seen as a sugar source. Add 1 teaspoon of honey per yogurt. This will be enough. And you don't have to have these specifically. You can use regular cups. Then add the milk. Any milk is fine, dairy or non-dairy. Just make sure it doesn't have any added synthetic ingredients. Bacteria don't like fake things and they won't multiply. Look at the back of the label and make sure it's just milk. And if so, sugar. Doesn't matter if it has sugar because our friendly bacteria will eat it, so it's not a big concern. But again, nothing else. Just milk and sugar. And you can absolutely skip the honey if you want. Just make sure your bacteria has sugar to eat. So if you use regular milk, the bacteria will eat the lactose. However, if you are doing coconut, almond, or soy milk, then it should have added sugars, okay? Otherwise, the bacteria will have nothing to eat. And as for oat milk, since it's high in carbs, the bacteria will eat the naturally occurring sugar from the carbs in oat milk. So next we're going to take our yogurt starter. You're going to take 1 to 2 tablespoons of either kefir or yogurt. And when I say 1 to 2 tablespoons, it depends on the consistency. If it's very liquidy like this one, it would be
2 tablespoons. And you're going to add it to your milk. Since this is the first time we're making yogurt, we are taking that tablespoon directly from the store-bought Kefir. But next time, after you've made the yogurt, you can take it directly from your homemade yogurt. And if you're wondering how many times can you reuse your homemade yogurt to make a new one, another batch, I would say 2 to 3 times, no more. Otherwise, it will be either extremely tangy, or you can have the situation where it won't ferment again and make more yogurt. Then we're going to let it ferment for 8 hours. Yogurt makers tend to have a set temperature. If yours doesn't, set it at 40 to 45 degrees Celsius or 105 to 112 Fahrenheit. And 8 hours is the standard time. If you want it less tangy, do 6 to 7 hours. And if you like it really tangy, 10 hours is great. And experience will show you your preferred time and tanginess. Remember, this is trial and error. You need to make things multiple times to find what you prefer and what's ideal for you. So remember, trial and error. It's all about experience. After 8 hours fermenting, you'll see the milk has become yogurt. However, since they're warm, they will be a bit liquidy. That's why we need to put them in the fridge for at least 2 hours. And after a few hours, this is the final product. Look at that consistency. It's incredibly creamy, and the flavor is out of this world.